people, welcome to my review for Trolls. So, this movie stars Anna Kendrick, James Corden, Justin Timberlake, Gwen Stefani, Zooey Deschanel, so stars a lot of people, and it revolves around a group of trolls. Now, these trolls live in the middle of the woods to hide away from these giant animals that like to eat them because that's how they believe they could find joy in life. So, when a group of these people that want to eat them, when they suddenly are discovered, circumstances put Branch and Poppy together. Now, Poppy voiced by Anna Kendrick, Branch voiced by Justin Timberlake, and they are complete opposites. Poppy is this huge, overly enthusiastic person. Justin Timberlake is practically the exact opposite, but they have to join together in order to go to this village and try to save their friends that were kidnapped by these giant animals that want to eat them. So, I was not looking forward to this movie simply because I didn't like the looks of the trailer. It looked really kiddish and it looked like it was just specifically made for kids with no enjoyment for adults or teenagers, and that's practically what the movie was. This movie was very much just aimed towards kids, and in that way, I definitely think that kids will enjoy this movie. I mean, there's a lot of bright colors. The color scheme in the movie is definitely fantastic, and the animation too is really good, and it features a lot of songs that kids will enjoy. And I do think that if you have a young child and you take them to this movie, they will not be unhappy. They will actually probably thoroughly enjoy it. But as a film critic, I do have to say I disliked it from a filmmaking standpoint because the humor is specifically only made for kids. I was in a theater that was completely packed, and the only people laughing at the jokes were the kids. All the adults were just sort of sitting there watching it, and that's probably what a screening for you will be like if you do end up seeing this movie. The entire film also just feels like one giant music video. There's not really a strong story. I mean, it took me forever to describe the plot of the movie, but it's not necessarily strong, and it revolves around a lot of music, and all in all, the movie just feels like a giant music video that turned into a movie. So that was interesting. Also, it feels like a short film that's just completely stretched out. It feels like a 15 or 30 minute premise that they extend to an hour and 30 minutes. Now, the movie also has practically no build-up. There's usually in a movie like this where there's two characters getting from point A to point B. In between that area, there's usually some of them trekking, but about 5 minutes of the movie was dedicated to that. About an hour of the movie was dedicated to point B, which was kind of annoying. Also, it's just heavily predictable on every stretch of the imagination. If you go into this movie and you see the first scene, you'll already be able to predict what happens by the end of the movie. It's so predictable, it's just so cliche, and a film like this definitely doesn't need to be that. A film that's trying to support a strong message of being positive definitely doesn't need to be cliche or predictable, but I understand that kids won't see that and the average movie-going audience won't, but it's just something that I've pointed out, and all in all, I do have to say that was a huge way down on Troll, and I really disliked Trolls. I don't think that it's a terrible movie per se. It's just a bad one, kind of forgettable. I mean, there's cool color scheme and animation, like I said, but that's not enough to make a good movie. So that's why I would give Trolls a 4.25 out of 10 or 4.25. Alright, that concludes my review for Trolls. What did you think of this movie? Comment in the comment section below. I am Robert Burke, and this has been The Clever Critics. Goodbye.